Welcome wagon here.
Luke Spencer.
Speaking. Who's this?
It's Scott Baldwin.
Scott. I thought I'd be hearing from you sooner or later.
I've got some news for you.
I'll believe that when I hear it.
I got a call from the bus station. My luggage finally got here.
Terrific. What do you want me to do? Run down and pick it up?
The divorce decree is in that luggage. If you'd like it, why don't you come by the Croydon, and I'll give it to you.
I'll be right over.
Oh, well, listen, I need a little more time.
Really? How much time is it going to take? 2 seconds to hand it to me?
Well, I have to go down to the bus station and get it. How's 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock's good. I'll be there.
I didn't doubt that for a minute.
Here. I'd like to begin right away. First, let me say that due to the unusual nature of this case, I'd like to keep this hearing as informal and as expeditious as possible. Is that agreeable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm very familiar with the case. Mr. Richardson, would you care to make your opening statement?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. As you know, the charge against Heather Weber is assault with intent to kill. She has pleaded not guilty to that charge.
I'm aware of that.
In view of the fact that Mrs. Weber was institutionalized at the time...
Forrest Hills, correct?
Yes, sir, a mental institution. In view of that, and the fact that Alice Grant has confessed the crime in question, you have a signed copy of that confession, Your Honor.
That's correct.
At this time, the state would propose that the court look favorably on delaying the sentencing, in turn for which the defendant would plead guilty.
Look, whatever you're on, how about sharing it around?
I'm just pretending it's Baby Baldwin's head.
This guy really gets to you, doesn't he?
I'd rather rip him apart than eat mandarin duck.
Well, he did say he's going to give you the divorce papers.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
2 o'clock, am I right?
Yeah.
You going to take Laura?
Yeah, if she wants to go. Where are they, anyway? I thought they were taking an early flight back.
Well, let's face it, mate. If you were staying at the Plaza, would you leave before breakfast?
The Plaza? They're at the Plaza? That was Tiffany's idea, of course.
Well, at least she's consistent. I mean, champagne taste all the way to bankruptcy.
Yeah, what about my Kool-Aid pocketbook? I'll tell you, if they're at the Plaza, we could have had a whole wrecking crew in here to do what we've done, and just for what it cost them to stay overnight.
Yeah, well, I guess we couldn't afford to let them stay at the Croydon. A dump. Terrible place.
Stay 2 nights.
Enter the Bleary Travelers.
Oh.
It's about time.
Well, look at this.
Come here and grab a hold of something. Hopefully me.
Hi. Did you miss me?
Did I miss you? What a question.
Well?
What an answer.
How'd it go?
Maybe you better ask Laura that, darling.
Oh?
Oh, this place is an absolute wreck.
Well, pull up a newspaper and sit on it.
Where do you expect me to sit, darling?
Wherever you want. So, how is life in the big city? How was your trip?
It was incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hear about it.
Fun, huh? Yes, no?
Incredible. I've got a big surprise for you.
Yeah, I got a big one for you, too.
What?
Your ex called.
Scotty?
What, you got some others I don't know about?
Come on, Luke. What did he say?
He claims he's willing to give you back the divorce papers.
You're kidding.
No.
That's wonderful.
I thought you might like it.
Oh, that makes everything perfect.
Perfect?
Well, that's just perfect. With a plea of guilty, we acknowledge that the defendant had intent, but that intent was tempered by her mental status at that time.
And you realize that's very difficult to determine.
Yes, sir. That is precisely why I request that we delay sentencing.
Go on.
Mrs. Weber's mental condition at that time must still be proven, must be determined. In order to do that, further treatment is required, but I would like Dr. Katz to explain. He's been the defendant's psychiatrist for some time.
I'm more than eager to hear Dr. Katz's opinion. First, I'd like to hear from the counsel for the defense. Mr. Kelly, you concur with the district attorney?
Yes, sir, I do. Under the circumstances, we would be willing to enter a plea of guilty. It's my contention, Your Honor, that my client is on her way to full recovery. To stop her treatment now or to incarcerate her now could affect her mental health for the rest of her life. It's also my firm belief, Your Honor, that my client is no longer capable of the intent of violence. We simply ask for the time to prove it.
Dr. Katz, may I have your opinion? How much time are we talking about?
Well, with continuing treatment, I feel I could give a reasonable evaluation in 6 months.
6 months.
That's right. May I say one more thing, Your Honor?
Of course.
I feel quite confident in saying at this time, that is, as of right now, that Heather Weber is of no threat to herself or society. This is not to imply, however, that she doesn't still need strict supervision.
I see.
Luke, will you sit down and listen to me?
Drinking out of broken bottles will do that.
Well, I want you to hear about it. Look,
What is it? What is it?
Tiffany introduced me to her agent, and he really liked me, and he wants me to take a screen test to try out to be the next Miss Star Eyes.
Miss what?
Star Eyes.
You mean like in Twinkle Twinkle?
Yeah.
It's kind of a contact lens, right?
No, darling, it's a cosmetic. It's a new line, actually.
It's a very big company, and they're looking for someone to represent them. He thinks that I'd be perfect for the job, and he just wants me to take a screen test. Isn't that great?
Tiffany. Tiffany, you know better than that. You know nobody's going to give her a screen test unless she delivers first.
Luke? Well, in a way, he's right, darling. I mean, you can't be too careful, especially with commercials.
Are you kidding? This could be the beginning of a career for me.
Don't count on it, darling. I mean, the pay may be very good, but commercials are so crass.
Career? Career in commercials?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Miss Star Eyes?
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid, Laura. Robert, doesn't that sound stupid?
It is not stupid, and they are not crass. A lot of big stars are doing commercials these days. Orson Welles, James Garner, John Houseman.
Not to mention the cat that dances cha-cha-cha and the dog that laps on Lauren Green.
Well, I think they're cute.
Not to mention quite wealthy.
Yeah, you see? Even he knows that.
Methinks the meeting with the agent didn't go according to script.
You hush, Luke. Just hush.
Luke, it would be crazy to pass up an opportunity like this. Besides, it would be fun.
It would be insane. It would be absolutely insane. Miss Star Eyes? Forget it. Forget it. You have a divorce decree to celebrate tonight, and we got a lot of work to do on this tub. Now, take this hammer. Come over here. Give me that hammer. Hold this. Hold this! Give me a hand. Here, I'll even lend you my hat.
I'm not going to give you a hand with anything until you listen to me.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. Go ahead,
You are
talk.
not.
I'm listening.
You are not.
I am listening.
Wasn't that your wife I just saw exiting?
Yeah, she couldn't take the banging.
This place is a mess.
Oh, thank you very much. You just come around to harass hard-working men. Is that it, huh?
Oh, darling, I'll lend you my mop and pail.
Thanks so much.
And I will take you to lunch.
Oh, well, excuse me. That's the very nicest offer I've had all day. Tiffany, would you take over for me and use this hammer on something?
You mean
Sure,
you're not even
Doc.
going to clean up or something?
Sure, I'll change clothes. All right? Come with me. See you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, now that we're all alone, do you care to give me the, unexpurgated version?
I think Laura already told you her big news, darling.
Yeah, but what promises did this pet parasite of yours make to you?
He didn't make any promises at all, darling. That is not the way it works.
Ah.
However, there is going to be a movie in a few months, and he thinks that I would be absolutely perfect for the lead.
Yeah, but, what about now, huh?
I wait, and I simply refuse any offers that come in.
You mean you don't mind doing that?
Waiting's the name of the game, darling. You just simply get used to it.
Then, why are we so jumpy?
We are not jumpy, Robert.
Oh, maybe a wrong choice of words there. Perhaps I detect a trace of envy.
Perhaps. Only a little, though, darling.
Guess that can't be easy to take.
I really am happy for Laura. I really am. Besides, it's only a test.
But you wish they'd asked you to take it, correct?
The only thing I wish, Robert, is I did not have to sit around here waiting day in and day out. I feel like I'm doing time in Port Charles or something. However, since I do have to stay here, and since I have been gone for a few days, I want to catch up on all the news. And speaking of doing time, tell me what is going on with Heather.
I need not inform you of the enormity of the crime being admitted to here. Assault with intent to kill. Now, in this case, the weapon used was a gun. The intention was not merely to commit bodily harm, it was to commit murder. Now, I'd like someone to refute the reasoning that this girl should not pay for the crime being admitted here now and not in the future.
Your Honor, I'd like to offer for your consideration the fact that my client has already paid a price for what she's done.
I grant you that. I realize you've suffered, Mrs. Weber, a great deal.
Yeah, and in spite of all that suffering, she has managed to make a great deal of progress, you know.
What are you suggesting, Dr. Katz?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of suggesting anything to you, Your Honor. I just want my position to be very clear. Now, incarceration now could possibly cause all that progress to be destroyed. Imprisonment, actual imprisonment, could cause Heather to regress mentally to a point where she would never be able to function in society.
And if I don't put her in prison, we run the risk of a dangerous person capable of violence being out on the streets. All right, very well, I've made my decision. I'm aware of Dr. Katz's fine reputation as a psychiatrist. In view of that, and coupled with the fact that the district attorney's a tough man to fool, and that counsel for the defense has agreed to plead guilty, I will agree the following. I will delay sentencing for 6 months. Mrs. Weber will continue treatment with Dr. Katz, and at the end of the 6 months period, we'll inform the court as to the status of his patient, whether or not she is a danger to society, and whether or not she still has violence and vengeance in her makeup. At that time, I will do one of three things. I will sentence you to prison for your crime, send you to an institution for further treatment, or I will set you free. Is that agreeable?
Yes, sir.
Oh, most agreeable. Thank you, Your Honor.
Then, good luck, Mrs. Weber. I hope that one day I'll be able to pronounce the last of those three choices.
where's the crew?
Out to lunch? Kelly's.
What about you?
I'm not hungry.
Uh-oh. What's wrong?
You know what's wrong. You were a real creep this morning.
Laura, now look. I may have been a creep, but you hurt my feelings a lot. I was waiting a long time for you to come back, and I thought you were really going to come back wanting to see me. You come back foaming at the mouth over some dipstick agent.
That's not true. I was gone for one day, and I was dying to get back to you, but I was excited about an offer, and he's not a dipstick agent.
Well, he sure sounds like one. I mean, he's putting ideas in your head like that. Miss Star Eyes, give me a break. Give me a break! You already have a job, sweetheart. You got your hands full handling me.
Stop it.
Oh, I know what's wrong. You're all upset because I don't get off on this commercial idea, right?
I'm upset because you won't take me seriously.
I take you seriously, but how can I take a thing like that seriously?
Because it's important to me, Luke. Don't you see? All I have to do is call and make an appointment, and who knows? It's a wonderful opportunity. It's a change. It's a challenge for me. It's a possible career. Maybe I can do something else besides wait on tables all my life. I can't believe you would hold me back.
I can't believe you would even consider doing something so shallow, so stupid.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. It's a wonderful opportunity. We probably I wouldn't even make it. Right? Probably I wouldn't, but at least I would have fun trying it.
Fun?
Yeah.
You want to have fun? Screen tests? I read the papers. I know about those screen tests. I know what they're going to do with you in a screen test, baby.
What? It's a perfectly legitimate company.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why do they want you to represent it?
What? What did you say?
Look. I just think you have a lot more important things to do right now.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what? We just got married. What about me?
That has nothing to do with it.
I don't believe this. We're married 20 seconds. You go to New York. You have one big night at the Plaza Hotel. You're ready to run off and do a bunch of commercials and take screen tests. Now, what about everything we planned here? Huh? I'm tearing this place apart. And I want you to help me put it back together and build a life together. You want to go to New York and bat your eyelashes.
You make it sound like I want to do something terrible.
To me, it would be terrible.
I don't understand why you're so dead set against it.
Okay. Then I'm not going to try and explain it to you. The discussion is over.
Luke, wait a minute.
What?
It's not over.
Listen, sweetheart, I don't know about you, but I got something real important to do right now. I have to go to the Croydon Hotel, and I have to see your ex-old man and get some divorce papers so that we can actually be truly and forever married.
I'll go with you.
I think you should.
Of course I would. Come on, let's go.
So, how does it feel, Mother? What's the matter? Why are you looking at me like that?
I've never seen you look like that before. Hardly knew you.
You never did know me.
Heather.
If you want to know why I'm dressed like this, I'll tell you. I went before the judge this morning. A man who held my whole life in his hands. You know what it's like having someone else control your future, your life, your every move? You're going to find out. Oh, yeah, you'll find out in here. They tell you when to eat. They tell you when to sleep. They even tell you when to turn off the lights. You'll find out.
Don't do this.
I'm only telling you what I did this morning. The hearing's over, Mother. I'm free. I'm leaving. And you know what's funny about this? If it weren't for you, I would have been leaving a whole lot sooner.
Would you please just try to understand?
Oh, I do understand.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes. It's just for my own good, isn't that the way it goes?
Yes.
Isn't that what I've heard all my life? Only it usually meant you were doing something hateful. And I'm sick and tired of hearing what you're doing for my good.
Well, someday you are going to see.
Oh, I see very clearly, Mother. You're the one who doesn't see. You've been fooling yourself for so long you don't even know what the truth is. I talked to Joe this morning. He even gave me your whole, devoted mother song and dance routine about how you were so afraid for me. How you wanted me locked up because you didn't want me to hurt myself or anyone else. With only a rag doll for company. You know what you were afraid of, Mother? You were afraid your daughter was going to embarrass you.
No. Heather, I saw you with that gun. I knew you were going to kill.
Well, the judge didn't seem to think so. He let me go. You never did anything for me. You never did anything for me. Maybe when you're in here, you'll have to face the truth for once. That you hated me. You always hated me.
No, that is not true.
That's what I believe. I think you're the monster.
Heather, just stop, okay?
No, I won't stop. You know, you're going to have to hear me out for once because you don't have anywhere to go. So whether you like it or not, I'm going to tell you. I've been working on a plan. I've been trying to think of a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. And then it came to me. I don't have to do anything. Someone else is doing it for me. You're locked up here instead of me. I'm out here while you're in there.
Stop it. Will you just please stop it?
No, I won't stop, Mother. You finally got what you wanted. Only it backfired. You ended up in jail instead of me. But think about it this way. At least you're safe. I mean, you're tucked away in your cozy cell. You got your life all squared away for you, don't you? I'm safe. You're safe. Society's safe. Because the killer's locked away. She can't hurt anyone anymore. Only you're the one who got locked up. Listen, Mother, if you ever get lonely, give me a call. I'll bring you a rag doll.
Heather! Heather!
It's 2 o'clock. Come on in.
We came for the divorce decree.
Hello, Laura. I didn't expect to see you.
You know what we're here for.
Oh, Luke, there was a bit of a problem. Take a look for yourself.
It's wet.
All the way through.
And the divorce decree?
Well, here. Take a look.
So what good is this, Laura? Is that your signature?
I don't know. It's ruined.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. So how did this happen?
Well, I asked the guy at the bus station the same thing. Seems as though there was some kind of a rainstorm in Delaware. He said that I could file a charge, for the damaged stuff.
That's not going to do us any good.
Oh. He's well aware of that, aren't you?
Listen, I know how upset you are, but what difference does it make? I told you I wasn't going to contest the divorce anyhow.
Mm-hmm. Well, your duffel bag's all wet, and so are your promises, pal.
If I was going to stick it to you, Luke, I would have done it long before now.
Scotty, if you did that...
Laura, listen, this paper doesn't matter. Your war is divorce. It's good. You two are married. I've accepted that.
Don't forget that you said that.
I won't. The past is the past. We all want to get on with our lives. I know I do. I wish you two nothing but happiness.
What are we going to do?
Well, I don't see that we have much choice, baby. We'll take your ex-husband's word for it. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You have no choice. Because you're gonna spend every day of your miserable, rotten life. Fear of me?